D.I.G., you know what I'm saying? M.I.C., Big Rick Ross. About to go up here and do this political thing, you know what I'm saying? Martin Luther King's birthday. It was yesterday in actuality, but white people celebrated today, you know what I'm saying? Shut down the post offices and shit like that for us, you know what I mean? I was told there's gonna be some microphones and speakers bumping and shit later on and shit, so what better place for me to be, you know what I'm saying? My peoples, they up in the car ahead of us. Hopefully they get there safe, us too, you know what I'm saying? All y'all out there, brace yourself. It's about to be big, real deal.
Alright, it's Martin Luther King Jr. birthday. God rest the dead. God bless my dad. Rest in peace. Gonna handle some business, you know what I'm saying? Color folk style, you know. Going to Olympia to march. Do what we do, represent. Videotape, you know what I'm saying? Summit Action, you know what I mean? Poverty Action Network. On the freeway in Washington, as you can see, it's raining like a motherfucker. It's always raining. So I don't expect nothing different, you know what I mean? So fuck it. We're about to hit Olympia right now. Miss Jessie gonna do her speech. Gonna talk about some things. I ain't really sure what she gonna say. I know it's gonna be good, so I'm gonna videotape that. Y'all see that later. Dip, motherfucking Ghetto Baby, they gonna do Mr. President. We're gonna shoot this music video today. Hopefully it's some chaos and shit, cause a riot. You know what I mean? I'm always up for a riot. So, that's it.
Have you been convicted of a felony in the last 7 years or released from prison in the last 10 years? This one question on many job applications is just the beginning of barriers set up for convicted felons. Don't let the inability to pay fines stop qualifying ex-felons the right to vote. My name is Miss Jessie Miller. I am a mother, a daughter, a sister, and a friend, and I'm also the owner of a hip-hop record label called Felony Entertainment. I am also a convicted felon. In 1993, I pled guilty to a felony drug charge. I had no prior criminal history, and I spent 21 months in prison on a mandatory minimum sentence. I spent a year on community placement, and I've spent the last 12 years of my life rebuilding it with the stigma of being a felon. I've had to take low-paying jobs because my felony disqualifies me from well-paying occupations. I have had to explain my conviction to potential employers, to landlords. I've had to move to less desirable neighborhoods and to pay more in rent and deposits because of my felony conviction. Now, I felt like an outsider in my own country. Now I work, I pay my taxes, but I've had no voice for years because of a felony conviction. The current penal system cannot be fixed without a voice from those affected by it. Now, it took me 12 years to vote again because of misinformation, fear, and I will say that one more time, fear. But fortunately, in my case, personally, it was not fines. But there are other low-income people in Washington State who are still disenfranchised from their right to vote because they cannot afford to pay the fines, the high fines that are applied to them at sentencing. Now, these financial obligations, they can include docket filing, court fees, and the cost of incarceration. The interest rate on these debts accrue annually or yearly at the rate of 12% a year. In Washington State, over 50,000 individuals, cannot vote because of a prior felony until they have paid all court-imposed fines and monetary penalties. Now, this policy disenfranchises people with lower income in Washington State. It seriously affects voting among communities of color. As a result of this policy, the state disenfranchises 25% of the African American adult male population in Washington. Now, if you're worried about people learning a lesson or earning their right back to vote, it is my understanding that you must not currently have charges pending or new charges in order to have your rights restored. But please don't let it be that those who cannot afford to pay those fines but have had law-abiding behavior not have the ability to participate in the process that is the foundation of the United States, the right to vote. The state should repeal the fine payment requirement for people who have been convicted of felonies in order to regain their right to vote. Thank you very much.
Hi, this is Miss Jessie. It is January 16th, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and we are in Olympia, Washington at the Make the Dream a Reality Summit, March, and Benefit Concert. Man, wait till you see what we have in store for you tonight. It's off the hook.
When every heart has a home, I can see again. It is something to behold.
January 16th or 17th maybe, 74 years ago, there was a hunger march here in Washington. It started here in Sylvester Park and they marched up to the Capitol, just like we're doing today.
Another reason to run away from you.
Push now, listen, leading them out straight up. Wherever this another click was dead as I puff